Right. I don't normally write down when I'm doing speeches because it puts extra pressure on, but I wanted to make sure I got the points across. So just bear with me. I have got a glioblastoma grade 4. I was given 12 to 14 months to live, and we've just celebrated 5 years in August. So I'm the patient voice. I attend a brain tumour group where the newly diagnosed come along. So you've got bits of my story, but you've also got bits of a lot of people's stories. But unfortunately, they all ring about the same. So I was diagnosed, eventually, through the doctors. A lot of us do, because I actually fitted into all the criteria for labyrinthitis. Ticked all the boxes, so that's what they was treating me for. It wasn't until one morning I was projectile vomiting and head like you'd never believe that I got my husband to take me to A&E, and then I was shipped straight upstairs. And wards 4 and 40 were brilliant, absolutely, couldn't fault them, I had the best care. But the journey before that, going to the doctors, having house visits, telling them I needed to have scans, a neurology test, the doctor took up my cheeks and said, "Can you feel that?" I nearly said, "Can you feel that?" I was losing my speech. I lost all of my left side eventually, from my eyesight to my foot. It all went left side, plus we're running. And basically, I asked for a scan. We was paying for a scan because I couldn't get one quick enough. And then that was the same day as I actually went and took myself off into A&E. But you get diagnosed, you get told you've got 12 to 14 months. I asked for literature, there was nothing. There was nothing they could give me. I said, my mum, my mother-in-law, they both want to read something. And then they tell you don't go on the internet because you know there's so many scary stories, you don't know what you're reading, right? So the lack of information is horrendous. And you think of cancer, you see them all going off to work and doing this, that and other. I couldn't get myself dressed. I couldn't put a t-shirt, it was the wrong way around, inside out. I had no chance. My mate come and sorted my wardrobe out, colour coordinated it so I could find things easier, because you've had intensive brain surgery. And like I said earlier on, it's like a broken bone that needs time to heal, but your head is far more technical than a broken bone. So we'd learned to make a cup of tea. And the first meal I ever cooked looked like chimpanzees had been all over in the kitchen. It was unbelievable. But with the family support, I would progress. We would sit and talk every couple of weeks and find out where we're at, what we've improved on. But not everybody has that family support. So we need direction of where we can go. It's the lack of information and not knowing what's normal. I've just been to see a guy this week, I used to work with him, he got in touch. And he's wanting to be out blowing his lawn, cutting his grass, basically. But he had his op in August, but he's wanting to be back to normal, which we don't find that for a long while, you know. And it's all these things what people don't know, don't see, because I look normal. I don't act normal, but I look normal. And it's scary, it's lonely, it's a dark place. So for me, the importance of me being here is trying to change that story for so many people, because I'm still hearing the same story as what I had 5 years ago. You know, I know it takes a long time for things to change, but it does need to change. You know, right? I don't like this pin, but we're going to go for it. What worked well for me was, like I said, 4 and 40, brilliant. Queen Centre, Mike and Trish in the Queen Centre, fantastic. They will guide people in whichever way they need to be guided, for financial, for psychological wise, for physiotherapy, all that side of things. But people still don't know that they're there. It's a little health centre as you go into Queen's. I don't know whether you're all familiar with it. The patients are. You know, I'm still finding people who don't know it's there, and that is essentially another part of help. And help is what everybody needs. And now we've got the brain tumour group that's up and running. I attend that every month. It's what I needed 5 years ago, but I can help and assist in all the newly diagnosed. It's all the side effects. Nobody knows. I go around with my purse and I have notes in it, and I have pounds and 50p's, because A, I cannot function, coordinate, but also I've lost the maths ability. So to have 20 pence, 10s, not that lot, is just too much. You're stood in a queue, you've got people behind you, you're just getting a fluster. So by simplifying little basic things, what nobody sees, because it's normal, you know. Don't do reading very well either. I forget where I'm at. The thing a lot of people want to know is what is normal. We have to find a new me, because the old me is different. It's, you know, not all gone, but a lot of it is. The old me, I was active, I had a great social life, I was into fitness, something rotten. I was due to do a half marathon in the October as I got diagnosed in the August. I actually had to go watch in my wheelchair and watch my son do it instead. These are early, I don't normally cry until the end. Right, so the old me, I had my own business, which we had to sell. Like I say, social life, I would go to all the pop concerts. I do still go to pop concerts. It nearly absolutely kills me, but I'm determined, and I have a friend on each arm, and we get there, and we can still do stuff. But if you haven't got that support, you know, and some of the carers don't have the support, you know, it reminds me, Mum, she don't want help, because it's her job, as she puts it. But a lot of people don't have the support, don't have the facility to get to some of the people who can help them. My memory, we do laugh. My secret hiding place, which is really safe, it must be full to busting. I know we all have one, but when you've got a brain tumour, your memory loss. I could do an 80s pop quiz like that. I can't remember what you told me this morning. I don't know how many times I've checked to see what time my taxi was coming this morning, because I can't remember. The energy, I did say before my treatment I would accept energy loss and hair loss, and I'm not having nothing else. And they used to give me this long list, and I said, no, I ain't having it. I'm not, you know, I said, what would I have? And that's all I did have, was the energy loss and the hair loss. But, oh, the energy loss is a killer, because my head wants to do far more than what my body will do. They've put me on first, because I'm great first thing in the morning, and slowly deteriorate. But we work around it. I do my tea first thing in the morning, so he can come in and more or less it's done, you know. And if I'm doing something like this, I'll be knocked out until next week, but I've done it, and I've allocated the rest days in as well. My words, getting stuff out, 2 words in a row, sometimes, like yesterday, was a bonus. Other times you can't shut me up. I'm back driving now, after 4 years, which is good. Again, I do it around my energy levels, but I'm in the middle of a village, in between 2 towns with no shop. So I did have myself an electric trike, because I couldn't stabilise on 2 wheels. I said, right, I'll have 3, and got myself about that way. But it's basically, the main things what I want to come out of this is information. Information, information. We need it. You know, because so many people are so lost. And it's just horrifying. It's horrific to hear, isn't it, at the Brain Groups? I went out to see a guy this week. I vaguely worked with him, and he got in touch through a friend. I think I've said this at the beginning.
I didn't go into detail.
Anyway, he said after 2 minutes talking to you, he says, I feel loads better already. You know, because it's somebody who understands, somebody on where they are, I've been, and to see me, my normal now, you know, it meant so much to him and his wife, because they're going through hell. They're sat torturing every day, you know, because he didn't think he was well enough. He should be better by now, because he'd had his operation, you know. But anyway, am I about to? Have I forgotten anything? Yeah. Yeah. So it's the doctor bit, because like I say, they only get, I'm sure it's only about one maybe every lifetime of their career. You know, so it's not important enough in their grand scheme of things, but it's important when you study it. And like I said, I ticked the boxes, so he wasn't really misdiagnosing me, he just wasn't listening properly. I mean, I actually said to him, I feel like I've got different sizes, you know, but what do you take to that? You know, I said, I aren't me, there's something But again, what does a doctor say to that? But when I was asking for a neurology test and a scan and all that lot, it was the queue, the waiting. And I've actually found out I wouldn't have been here if I hadn't gone into A&E at that time. I didn't want to know what my tumour was called. I don't know the size of it. I wasn't interested because in my eyes it wasn't there. I wasn't having it. So, but not everybody has that positive attitude. You know, and to be told you've got 12, 14 months, some people actually take note of that. I'd said knickers right from the start, not a chance. You know, I've got my grandbabies now. You know, I didn't have at the time, but I knew I had a lot to fight for. But some people don't have that fight. They don't have that energy. You know, you've got to direct to what you can. Thank you.